Well, the results of IIT JEE-Advanced have been announced, and for admissions to various courses provided by the Indian IITs, this exam is held, as many of you might know. Well, this year, a total of 1,80,000 students appeared in both the papers of IIT JEE-Advanced, of which just around 43,000 students have qualified. And we have none other than the topper of this year's exam, Chidvilas Reddy, now joining us live. He's from Hyderabad and he has secured All India Rank 1. Well, firstly, Chidvilas, congratulations to you for securing Rank 1 in this highly competitive and tough exam. So my first question to you, were you expecting this? Were you expecting that your preparation is strong enough to make you number one in this exam?
Yes, I was expecting that I would be in the top 10, and luckily I've got into the first rank.
So how does it feel to be rank 1? You know, for this exam, students start preparation very early on. Some students start preparing for this exam in their 7th to 8th grade. So when did you really start your preparation, and what did your journey look like?
Well, in 7th and 8th, I had foundation, and my journey started in 9th. And today I actually feel extremely happy about my result. Thanks to my mentors, my family, and Sri Chaitanya's organized structure. So you started your preparation when you were around in your 9th class. So that's close to 3 years of preparation that you put in to be rank 1 today. So what did your average day look like in these last 3 years? How did you prepare for this exam? Tell us about your preparation strategies and what your day looked like when you were preparing for the exam. When I was in my 9th and 10th, I focused much, but not as much as I did during my 11th and 12th. In my 9th and 10th, I just basically covered what all topics I can cover for the JEE and actually did it with interest. I like maths. So whatever I can learn with regards to JEE, I have done that in 9th and 10th. During my 11th and 12th, my day used to start at around 8, and I used to come back home like by 9:30 or something like that, because the center used to be a bit far from my house. And whatever study I did was in this, most of this thing was in this school. And after I come home, I barely studied.
Right. So your day used to start very early on. So let me ask you this, Chidvilas, because in that age, I mean, we've all been in school and there's so many distractions. You have so much to do. So what all did you give up to prepare for this very tough exam?
Well, I stopped using social media and stopped watching YouTube.
Did you have to cut out time that you spend with your family, with your friends? Is that something that you missed and would like to go back to now?
Yes. During my 11th and 12th, I missed my family, and I spent very little time with my friends and everyone. Hello.
Right. And another, well, cliche question is that how much did you study in a day and how many hours did you study for? So let's not ask you that. But let's ask you that, did you take enough breaks for those who are preparing for this exam this year as well? What would your advice be on the preparation strategy? How many breaks should you take? How did that preparation look like for you?
Well, I would advise my juniors that divide your day into slots, such as, suppose, let's say you start at 8 o'clock. Let's say from 8 to 10:30, you give that 2.5 hour slot to maths, and whatever solving material you have, just do that in that time. What's more important is that during that slot, you have to just stay focused on whatever you do, be it less or be it more that you solve. Whatever you solve, just stay focused on that and keep away all distractions. And I would not suggest to read all day from 7 to 10. That will be very stressful. So you can take like half an hour to 1 hour break somewhere in the middle. I used to play table tennis and foosball in my breaks. That used to help me relieve my stress.
So you used to take breaks during your preparation. That's very important to point out. So what did your breaks look like? I mean, were they only for necessary activities you have to do in a day? Because of course studying is important, but you made time for extracurricular activities as well.
Yeah, I mean, I used to allot like half an hour to 1 hour, like just for playing games, just to have fun so that I get relieved from this stress.
Right. That's very important
Yeah.
to point out, Chidvilas, because these exams, of course, can get extremely stressful and it's important to give your mind a break. So now that you've secured the first rank, I mean, whenever exam results come out, we all remember getting calls from our relatives and they keep asking us, how much did you score? So what's the environment like at your house? What are the reactions from your family members, from your relatives? Everybody extremely proud?
Yes, my father, my mother, and my whole family is very happy.
What are you getting as a present for securing rank 1?
Well, whatever I wish.
All right. So what are your aspirations from here on, Chidvilas? I mean, which stream of engineering do you want to take and why do you really want to become an engineer? What are your future goals from here on?
I really like maths, and I was interested in like AI and coding when I was young. So I would like to take CS from IIT Bombay. Yeah, that's my present goal. And I also have some interest in research field as well. Yeah.
So in computer science and you want to focus on AI and your dream college is IIT Bombay. Now we're sure that you'll get any IIT that you wish for, hopefully. But that was your dream college, IIT Bombay.
Yes.
Right. All right. So while we talk about your future aspirations, just getting a last word from you, you must have seen that how stressful these exams can get, and you yourself have been through that journey. But some people, unfortunately, take that stress to a very high level. So what's your advice for those students who get under a lot of pressure because of these exams? What's your advice to ease that pressure, but at the same time, focus on studying and get good marks?
Well, my advice is that if you're really interested in maths and science, then JEE will be actually extremely easy for you if you thoroughly go through the previous year papers and check what type of questions JEE is asking and go through the NCERT of chemistry at least 5 to 10 times. Then you'll actually get very interested in JEE questions and whatever they're asking. It won't be stressful at all. I mean, there will be a bit stress, whatever you do, but so it's the interest and determination that actually matters. If you really
That's
have the right interest and determination, then JEE will be actually easy for you.
right. That's very interesting that because you were naturally inclined to maths, that's why it was slightly easier for you, is what you're saying. So when we talk about your inclination, were you yourself always inclined towards getting into a top IIT and becoming an engineer? Because in Indian families, it's a norm that lots of parents ask their kids to get through an IIT, prepare for JEE, and then become engineers. So was that what happened with you as well? Did your family ask you to get into an IIT, or was that your own dream since the beginning?
No, my family didn't ask me anything. My goal was just I really liked science when I was young, and I want to get to the college with the best resources and the best faculty out there. And the best college in India is IITs. So I really wanted to get into an IIT and pursue further.
Right. And my last question before I let you go, you're saying you want to be in CS and AI. So who are your role models in the industry? The likes of Sundar Pichai, who are your idols?
Uh, no role models as such, but during my JEE preparation, my role model was Sarvesh Mehta.
All right. Well, Chidvilas, thanks very much for joining us and sharing everything about your journey. We wish you all the best for your future as you embark on a journey, as you plan to go to IIT Bombay and then become one of the celebrated engineers of the country. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.